What's going on, my fellow rock and rollers? Can you guys believe that Metallica once did something that was so upsetting to MTV that the network banned them from any future award shows? Well, what did they do, you're probably asking? Stay tuned to find out. This story dates back to 1996, which was a tough year for Metallica. The band released their first album in 5 years, the long-awaited Load, which took a lot of their longtime fans by surprise. The band's sound had gotten even more commercial, and worst of all, the band cut their hair.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
By this point in Metallica's career, they could literally do whatever they wanted. And in some ways, it's good because you have complete creative freedom. Wouldn't you guys and girls want complete creative freedom to do whatever you wanted in your life? You could quit your job. You could start a business. It's something that few people will ever experience. But to Metallica's fans, 1996 represented a time that the band completely sold out. And I don't necessarily agree with that sentiment. I think Load's actually a good record, but let's get on with the story. Metallica would release Load in June of 96 and would hit the road to support the record. And as part of their promotion, they would play at the MTV European Music Awards in November of that year. The European Music Awards had been started a few years prior in 1994 and was meant to be a stark contrast to the MTV Music Awards in America. And the music in general was a little more international and had more of a continental influence. And the 1996 MTV Music Awards would be held at the Alexandra Palace in London in the UK, and former Take That member Robbie Williams would host the show. And appearing alongside Metallica that night was Bryan Adams, Oasis, Alanis Morissette, Garbage, The Prodigy, and the Smashing Pumpkins, to name a few. Metallica was originally scheduled to play their single from Load, King Nothing, and prior to going on stage, MTV's producers told the band that they weren't allowed to swear on stage and that they weren't allowed to use pyrotechnics, despite the fact that they were allowed to use flames in rehearsals. Pyrotechnics were likely not allowed during showtime because the award venue, Alexandra Palace, had previously been damaged by 2 fires. The band would rehearse King Nothing, but prior to showtime, the group would call their soundman Mick Big Man Hughes into their dressing room to ask him the running time, not of King Nothing, but 2 punk rock songs originally written by 2 other artists, including Last Caress by the Misfits and So What by the UK group Anti-Nowhere League. The band wanted to shock MTV and the audience at home, and Hughes was the only member of Metallica's inner circle who knew about the band's change of plans. Both songs are chock full of offensive themes and lyrics including murder, bestiality, profanity, you name it. But Metallica didn't care. It was as if the band were trying to let their longtime fans know that they were still edgy. And here's a snippet of the performance.
I ripped your mother to dick to the bottom of my sleeve as long as she's praying. So fucking what? Well, I've been a Hastings and I've been a Brighton, I've been a Eastbourne too. So what? So what? Well, I've been here, I've been there, I've been every fucking where. So what? So what? So what? So what's you for?
Following the performance, MTV would remove Metallica from any future airings of that year's award show and any reference to the band during the ceremony. However, MTV would have their own excuse for not re-airing the segment, as you can see here.
And So What? And we were hoping to show you that brilliant expletive-laden performance, but unfortunately, as they are not Metallica songs, we don't have the rights to show them. So you had to be watching the original awards to check out that brilliant performance.
As part of Metallica appearing on the award show that night, the band also recorded a video diary for the day of the performance, which MTV aired. And you can tell that the band had something up their sleeves. Here's guitarist Kirk Hammett talking about the phoniness of some of the audience members and musicians attending the show, and perhaps teasing that the band may do something big, while drummer Lars Ulrich with a straight face says that they are playing King Nothing, while James Hetfield makes a reference to how the pyrotechnics got removed because they were deemed too dangerous.
At the award shows, you have all these stuffy just sitting in the audience going, ho-hum, you know, how's my hair look? You know, not that we're saying ho-hum, how's our hair look when we're in the audience too, but, you know. There's a lot of people who are just too preoccupied at awards shows to really pay attention to the band. And so those are the people you just want to, like, you know, jump off stage and kick them in the head.
Well, we're playing King Nothing at the MTV Awards tonight. I thought we'd go for something a little more uppity, a little more heavy, and instead of, you know, here's the token heavy metal band playing, you know, the token soft song of theirs or some crap like that.
They had cool flames that we were going to be in. They sacked them because they were too dangerous.
It looked like we were playing in hell, but now we're just playing at the MTV Music Awards, which is almost like hell. but the flames made it a little bit more realistic.
Following the performance, there didn't seem to be a whole lot written in the press. The band was barely asked about it, and the band members, for their part, let the performance speak for itself. So let me know in the comment section, what do you think of Metallica's performance at the MTV European Music Awards? Let me know your thoughts, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And don't forget to go support me by watching another video, or just go check us out on Patreon for a cool backstage pass. Take care.